It's not
Yeah.
all doom and gloom like the media wants us to think.
No, and I'll tell you what, you can even take that a step further because back in my corporate days, I traveled around the world quite a bit. Spent a lot of time in India, spent a lot of time in the Philippines and things like that, and just going to and fro, in Europe and things like that. And no, people are just trying to get by, right? Take care of their families. Like, hey, man, they may not like X, Y, or Z, but it's not like people are like, end of the world, things burning down. And that's where, if you look, on the mainstream media and stuff like that, they'll focus in on the tight camera angles, right? Tight camera angles. And it's nowhere near. So stop watching it, right? Stop getting plugged in and stop getting involved in it. But, what does all this mean for you? Well, you look at inflation, you need to be really sensitive to inflation. Why? Well, inflation eats your cash flow. You look at, you go to the grocery store, right? You go to the gas pumps, small business, it affects small business owners. And, if you can get something in a small business, even if it's a little, maybe $1, $2 more, buy it from them rather than a big box store. I'm not saying blow off the big box stores. I'm not saying they're evil. I'm not saying they're bad. I shop at big box stores, but I always try to go to the small mom and pop too. Why? Because that's a backbone of America right there. And they're when you buy something from a small business, they're trying to feed their family with that, not help stockholders. Stockholders aren't bad, just saying. But it's one of those things that the inflation can really eat into it. And I think we saw that over the last 4 years. We got a little bit of breathing room, but you got to plan for that, especially during your retirement when you're on fixed income and things like that.